The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 10-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Coming to you. 44 to Mike. Check. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Check. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 44. Mike. 44.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Switch.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm here all day.
Now they're going option play on 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And again this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Push him back. Push him back. Go to Mike. Mike's go. That's what I do.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel. 82 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Chase McLaughlin lining up.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They go play action now. Jackson, flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Uh-oh.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And Jackson throwing once more into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Being chased out left. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still eat up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Boy, I kept fucking playing, man. I told in the second quarter, I was playing around, but that fucking pass, I still got it up. I had, huh? Hell yeah, I'm sitting here like, yo, I played around too much, but the fourth quarter, when I was trying to pass to my tight end in the middle, like in the middle. I don't know why he passed it right in between the with Miles Jack. He ended up picking it up. Let me see. What the fuck was that? I was like, bruh, really? Hey, Kels, look at the chat still up. I think the stream's still up. Yeah, like, well, did it hit somebody's helmet? Cause I wasn't worried about that. I was like, I go down, I score. It'd be what, 10, 14, 10, 7, whatever, 10. And then I knew I could stop him, so I wasn't worried about it. And then, boy, he got that ball back. I was like, bruh. Was you watching the whole game, Cal? Yeah, he was in negative yards. I had him in negative yards. I was like, I'm good. I know he ain't passing. I knew he liked to run, so I was like, I'm good. I ain't worried about it. And I was going down and then just start doing dumb shit. 4th and 2. That is shit up. But with that one when he broke off with Reggie Bush, man, I had it right in the middle. Queen was right there. I don't know why he didn't hit him. It just turned. I even had to run. Dawkins, I overcommitted with Dawkins, but Queen was right there. Nobody got in his way. I was so aggressive with it. I know Queen right there. I was like, bruh, really? I knew he was trying to bait me for that play action. That's the shit that you and Rel was doing. I was like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna get me for that play action. Out of that tight. What was that big ass play? I don't even know why Samuels was even out there. He should have been on my. What happened?